Hello,
Legs feeling better.
folks on
Sorry.
YouTube. Oh, sorry. It's sorry that second too soon. Uh, Hello, folks on YouTube. This is Northstar. I'm here in another Stellaris multiplayer Let's Play video here with Joe. You can say hi if you want. He had a headache, so he was just talking about
Yeah.
how it's feeling better. We took a sec to just not do anything. I don't know. I was going by how I deal with headaches. I'd try to avoid anything that's too mentally demanding until the headache gets better, and he took some painkillers, Tylenol or something. He was waiting for it to kick
Yeah.
in.
I'm feeling fine
Uh,
now.
yeah, but saying hello to audience or not. I gave you some advice on ship design.
Yep. I've got some more ship sets
Yep.
set up.
Um,
Same
personally,
with the
I was getting into the.
star-based.
Oh, what?
Same with the star-based defenses.
Yeah, I was personally getting into the trap of um building too much point defense into initial zero cost ships, and that's dumb. Um, I'll call this assembly class. The default name is actually decent. Uh, so building stuff that's got a point defense slot but doesn't actually have the point defense assigned, and building stuff with like small slots, especially with bioships where you have to choose between having a small slot or a point defense slot, because the other two slots are occupied by like the jaws, the mandible slot, which is kind of annoying. Um,
Oh
I,
yeah.
I I haven't done much experience with bioships. Obviously, I guess though eventually they can with improved Mauler development, they can grow into mature Maulers, and I'm guessing they have more weapon slots then. Be
Do they have
less.
like a melee attack?
Yeah, they have a melee attack, and unfortunately, in 4.0.21 when drawn, they won't actually close to use the melee. I
Oh
think they tried to fix that in 0.22. So before we get into any big fleet battles, we probably want to update, but so that or
yeah.
before I get into any big fleet battles, the mechanical ships sometimes don't close enough to use all their weapon slots either, but the bioships are the ones that really were getting screwed by it. Um, yeah, fleets for a very long time they were just circling the edge of systems. But yeah, if I want point defense, I should probably have a mix of point defense and non-point defense ships because just I have fewer slots to play with as the with bioships, and I'll probably do energy siphons and small slots. Yeah, bioships are less powerful ship for ship than mechanical ships, but they're cheaper to both build and upkeep, so it balances out. Just have to run farmers instead of metallurgists.
Yeah.
Uh, Anyways, so I've got some districts queued up because I don't have to worry about biological growth capacity being hurt by construction sites that are like roped off, I guess. Joe advised canceling his mining district until right before his city district is done, so that he won't hurt pop growth unnecessarily. Um, Why do I have all these enforcers? Oh, because I'm working in a city district and pops will demote. I reduced the number of artisans I had because I have all these consumer goods in storage. How many do you have, Joe? Consumer goods?
387.
Oh, way less than me. I have 944. So I'm like, I'm gonna cut back on artisans. Put those pops as enforcers, which are not great, but I'm gonna have a city district and have other jobs from do before they would demote. It takes like at least 7 or 8 months from demote, and it's like 6 till I have a city. And I'm gonna reassign some of the enforcers just down to minimum as like metallurgists and researchers and bureaucrats. For me, at least, it doesn't make sense if I'm selling consumer goods just on the internal market. It doesn't make sense, and buying minerals. It doesn't make sense to run artisans. They're less profitable than civilian jobs. I really need is food. Been buying that periodically. Alright, remind me to check the food prices a little bit, because they fall, and then I buy some more, and then they fall. But yeah, I'm good. Good if I unpause. I wish the spacebar worked for that.
Yeah. It's
so
annoying that they do that in multiplayer.
Yeah, I would just like the hotkey so I could... I mean, I guess they don't want people, like, tapping the spacebar, pausing for a day, and then undoing it to, like, screw with other players, but...
Yeah.
With a friendly game, there should be a game setup option to, like, enable or disable spacebar pausing. Because here it's just... I think I paused and I haven't, or I, you know, unpaused and I forgot by accident. It takes too long to repause. Cool. I'll just... oh yeah, based on galactic positioning, Joe?
Yeah?
You're up in that northeast corner. You should find, I think, usually, like, based on, you probably want to explore the southeast and the northwest to make first contact with an actual empire. As a megacore, that's great, because then you can do commercial packs and, like, branch offices. Eventually, you might want to focus on building outposts first. But you can, you know, start improving relations, send envoys to improve relations, establish diplomatic trade deals. Yeah, actually, I'll pause it for a little bit. I don't know if you mess with those, but you can often get the AI to profitably, like, you know, you'll give them food and they'll give you minerals, and it's often valuable. If, like, you give them 6 food and they give you 5 minerals, that's worthwhile, since the production ratio of those is 3 food for every 2 minerals. So, yeah, you can get them in, like, either instant deals or, like, monthly, long-term. Though the problem with long-term is if they ever fall too low in the resource, then the deal gets broken and you get opinion penalty. But, you know, even just instant trades, it really can help you if you find AIs who are friendly enough that they'll actually trade with you, which is not always a given. You know, sometimes they're like, we hate you, we won't trade with you.
Yeah, especially since they often spawn you next to people with different ethics on purpose.
Yeah, this galaxy, I did take a quick look to see if we should maybe redo it if it's noxious. If it was like if the whole galaxy is fanatic purifiers, but Joe being a meg, where I'd been like, nope, we'll redo this.
Yeah.
It's all militarists. None of them are super...
Are you pacifist as well?
Yes. We're like the only pacifist in the galaxy. There's one other that's like a materialist, pacifist, like, you know, scientist, technocracy or something. But almost the entire galaxy is militarists. So a lot of them are xenophobe militarists. Not all of them. But they're all going to be a little bit... If you want to trade with them, you may have to send envoys to improve relations for a while. You may also have to give them gifts. Which one of the ways you can do gifts is... Well, you can either find out what resource they overvalue the most. Because sometimes they'll get, like... They'll value food twice as highly as energy, even though they take about the same labor to produce. So you can figure out what they value the most, and then you can also give them long-term deals. So you can give them a 30-year long-term gift of whatever they overvalue to improve relations just enough that they'll trade with you, and then you can, you know, do, you know, diplomatic trades. It's often worth it. You know, set up, like, very often the AI overvalues food and consumer goods in trade. So it's often good to overproduce those, and you can often, they undervalue minerals and sometimes energy. They usually have no alloys to trade early game, but sometimes you can get a small monthly trickle of like 2 or 3 alloys a month from each AI. And sometimes you can do multiple deals with the AI, but they won't usually do instant trades because they have to have over 500 of a resource in reserve before they'll trade any of it away. So I think that increases as their empire size, but it's 500 early to mid-game. It's like the reserve levels they try and maintain. How close are you to finishing that city?
Let's see, 150 days, roughly.
Yeah, let me buy some more food. Just checking, because... turn down the volumes. My brain's waking up, which probably means my body temperature drops. Your body does this whole thing where it like spikes your body temperature when you first wake up, and then your brain becomes more active, and yeah, I'm starting to become more noise sensitive, and that like before everything, all sounds were like muted. So I was just turning down the volume a little.
Construction complete.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Building some mining stations. Shoot, what do I need for... Oh yeah, I can build another outpost after this. And you already built a colony ship, Joe, or?
I believe I'm working on it.
Oh. Did you use the expansion planners?
I have.
What?
I have. I am. Yeah. It's currently on its way to Alpha Centauri.
Oh, yeah, you used the expansion planner, so it'll automatically go there with the day it finishes.
Yep.
I'm guessing. Okay,
Yeah,
just checking.
I always select the planet itself when I want to colonize.
Yeah. I was just checking because I'll often start building colony ships before I have something in my borders, or if it's real far, and sometimes I'll forget, and the colony ship will just sit at the shipyard for like months before I realize I need to send it on its way.
Yeah.
I wish you could get a prompt saying colony ship complete or something.
Yeah. No, but I've got a good planet to settle. Plus 25% society research from jobs and plus 20% engineering research from jobs.
Cool.
With the habitability and happiness balancing out.
Wait, what? They bounce?
Well,
What modifiers does the world have?
Unstable tectonics and docile fauna. So that's plus 10, minus 10, and then plus 5, minus 5 for happiness and habitability. So those are equal, but I get a bunch of research.
Nice. Docile fauna is pretty rare. I don't think I've ever seen it at one of my colonies.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It works especially well for, given that it's society research. For me.
Yeah. Yeah, you should get a your Genesis guide. So, hold on, I'll explain this as I let things unpause for a little bit. I need the month.
Once I colonize, it's going to be different.
You will get a Genesis preserve. You'll get a notification on the top of your screen if you have that set, or otherwise it'll be a pop-up, and it'll tell you Genesis project complete. You should click that right away, because the moment you click on it, you get a lump sum of unity and influence.
Oh.
And
colonize a planet, that happens?
Yep, and it will every time you finish this. Yeah, every time you colonize a planet. I don't know if taking the build Genesis preserve decision to add preserves to planets that didn't already have them, like be swapped into Genesis guides later, like I'm planning on doing. I don't know if it does it then. I don't think so. But you get that unity influence immediately, and it's like it goes up a linear scaling. So each time you do it, the amount goes up by like 500 more unity. So it'll be like 500 the first time, 1,000, 15, 2,000. It gets better and better. And when you click that, it spawns 300 pre-sapient pops. You know, like 3 in the old system on the planet. Not until you click it. And they work like a conserve fauna job or something. They provide amenities, but they cost a little food. So if you're really tight on food, you could delay it slightly, but it will spawn those as soon as you click it. But that you won't get the unity and influence until you click it. So, and then when you finish uplifting any of them, hold on. Sorry, I was very, very tight on food here, so I needed to pause it so that I could not miss time on building a mining station on pause. When you uplift pre-sapients on a world that has Genesis preserve, it removes the preserve, which reduces district slots by 2, so it's good to remove eventually. It removes the Genesis preserve, and instead you get what anomaly am I? Oh, something smells. And instead of the preserve, you get a Genesis monument, which gives 200 biologist jobs. on the world where it's done. That includes your capital, where they should get turned into archaeo-engineers instead. 200 biologist jobs and plus 25% unity. And it doesn't cost any district slots. It's just like a permanent bonus to the planet it's on. So that's nice. You also get 50 influence and a bunch of uni when you finish the uplift. So it's a huge source of uni early game. Although it's a substantial investment of research and resources. So it's very strong civic, but some people say it's insanely overpowered. It probably was back when you were really limited on influence to build habitats, but now it's an S tier civic still, in like, you know, but it's not game breaking anymore.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have sold any food this game. Anyways, I'm about to finish a anomaly here. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, there is other things queued. I'm like, is that science ship just gonna sit idle? Sometimes I forget to queue other things after an anomaly. I'm good. Oh. A whiff of something. Yeah, this is gonna be... What?
I got a starbase. So, do I just want to fill my starbases with trade hubs?
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the counselor position you give, which will augment their trade value production.
Okay. Alright.
And I'm not sure. I think it might be that the wealth generation trade policy was bugged in this. I'm not sure if it's fixed in the hotfix. It seems like it removes 2 trade to produce 1 energy, and I think it was supposed to be a 1-to-1 conversion, where half your trade is deducted and you get that back as energy, but you only get half that much energy right now. But that, I think, will be fixed with the hotfix. I'm not sure, and it'll definitely... you definitely keep half the trade as trade, which you can trade the AI empires. Usually it's worth more than an energy per trade value, so it's still better to stockpile trade, both because you can buy other resources with it and because you can trade it to other empires for things you need. If they have stuff, that's even better than internal market usually. It's not uncommon for me to trade like 9 trade value to get like 7 or 8 minerals for an AI, which is definitely, you know, very good in terms of labor efficiency. Anyways, how long in that city district, I guess?
91.
Got a new set of leaders. Hold on. You should have gotten them too, actually. Oh shit. Wow, I forgot to change off exploration focus. I was gonna go to development, but now it costs Uni to do it after the first 5 years. I mean, I guess exotic material labs is a really valuable tech. I have to go really deep into development to get star holds early. And I found Federation codes you'll end up unlocking way before you actually need it, so... yeah, exotic material labs is the main thing you get from exploration. It's worthwhile. And then eventually positronic AI. Oh yeah, do you have any empire focuses you're working on? Or...
yeah, I have to save up 1,000 consumer goods. I'm going to build a starbase building. I'm growing hops. Oh, building an agriculture district. I don't think I'll do that till my colony. I got to finish a special project.
Don't forget food will... Yeah, food will trade very well with AI, so even if you don't need it. But yeah, probably better on the colony, just because you'll need living space in your capital for, say, districts. It'll raise your pop growth. And you can also resell some pops to the colony, increase your overall pop growth. Basically, the better the ratio of pops to planet capacity, the faster each individual pop will, you know, make babies. So even though you'll hurt pop growth in your capital, you should gain more if you resell some pops to your colony. Not much more, but if you have the jobs, it can be worthwhile. Oh.
But yeah, I think I'm leaving mine on exploration. At least that's what I've done so far. Got a decent number of development ones done anyway.
Hold on, I just got some new leaders, and they're from some of my alt templates. I needed to see if any of these are relevant to leadership. No, not really. One robot is. I have a template that's just for leaders, but I haven't produced any yet.
What were you saying I should wait to do before I clear out my ruined arcologies?
Build city and mining districts because and get more techs maybe, but definitely build the city districts because they'll aid your. Don't forget when the city district completes, you can disable some of the jobs. You don't have to work like the research jobs it gives you right away. It might be better to keep pops on like actual resources other than research very early. Let's see. It should give you bureaucrats, industry jobs, bureaucrats, and researchers for each city. So you might disable the bureaucrats alternatively because, you know, Unity, if you don't want the Unity that bad. Ah! I got an eager leader. I was starting to think they had eliminated this trait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Somehow I can... I got 2 level 2 leaders. It's not like I have a tradition that gives higher level ones. That's interesting. I just rolled well. Eager leaders don't count towards the leader cap while under level 4.
Oh, cool.
And they have reduced upkeep, reduced recruitment costs, and faster leadership XP gain. Which is partly balanced by him being stubborn, so he won't actually gain XP in an advanced rate. But, yeah, that guy would be good to recruit eventually. Just, eager leaders are rare, so holding on to him. And I also got a level 2 leader who's trade focused and has an empty slot. Could end up getting something that buffs my capital with like jobs or something. What?
I'm looking at mine. I got a righteous official, a resilient official, an architectural interest official. Oh, that's good, right? Well, I don't think I would.
Hold on. I should. Actually, this is a level 1 guy who's got 2 positive traits and negative. What?
Should I replace the governor of my capital?
So I should. Did you roll any level 2 leaders? Because there's a chance of rolling one who's a level higher than most of your leaders sometimes.
Oh, let's see. No, all level 1.
For all 3 classes, official, commander, and scientist.
Yeah. Yeah, all level 1.
Okay, yeah. Level 2s can be valuable because they can sometimes get traits that add jobs to a world. Like, I have a homesteader governor who was supposed to add farmer jobs, but that's bugged. It hasn't been fixed, even, like, in the new update, so I should have extra farmer jobs in my homeworld, and I don't. Pisses me off. Because I'm short on food, and I took that trait assuming I get farmer jobs, and that the tooltip is broken, and no, the trait's broken. Righteous will save you enforcers, obviously, but it's meh. Depends what else you do with the labor. Right now, you just end up running more civilians instead of enforcers. What else did you get for?
Architectural interest for planetary build speed and upkeep.
That can be good when you're trying to build up a world rapidly and you're just going one build construction to another construction, like you're never taking a break. So you get the stuff that you do later.
Early game, I'm probably going to just be constantly building up my capital, right?
What?
This early in the game, I'm probably going to be constantly building on my capital, no?
For a little while, and then you can put them out on a colony to build up a colony faster. Is he... Other things, is it just architectural interest then? Sometimes they can roll...
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, because sometimes they can roll more than one trait. Like, level 1 guys normally have one positive trait, but sometimes they can roll 2 positive and negative at the start.
Yeah. Nope. Everybody's got a single trait.
And then the other things are age and faction, age and ethos to keep in mind. Are they all pacifist, or?
Well, sorry, I have a single authoritarian. Everyone else is pacifist. Oh, and one xenophile, but mostly pacifists.
Okay. What are the ethos of your council members? There's a reason I'm asking this, I swear. It's not just...
Oh. Let's see. Xenophile, authoritarian, pacifist. So
Wait,
two
you have...
authoritarians, a pacifist, and a xenophile.
Oh, so you have all your governing ethos represented. That's good. I was going to say, sometimes you don't have them all represented, and factions be annoyed if they're not represented. Well, my entire starting council is authoritarian. So my pacifists and my materialists will both be irritated they don't have any representation on the council, so I may want to keep an eye out for pacifist or materialist leaders they can recruit. Like, I have a couple materialist commanders. I could recruit one of them eventually, and they might swap one of them in as Mr. Defense. Especially if my current Mr. Defense ends up rolling poorly. So yeah, ethos matters because you want to represent all things, and governors also draw pops towards their ethos if they're governing a world on that planet. And last but not least, age, because younger leaders obviously have longer to live. So younger leaders are better to recruit. Those are all the kind of considerations I look at.
The architect is pretty good.
Yeah. As an individual machine, most of my leaders come in at less than 10 years of age, so they have more useful years, and I care less about age than you would. What?
Yeah. For commanders, I've got careful, champion of the people, and engineer.
Engineer is bud and doesn't work like it's supposed to. It's only 1% as effective as it should be. Careful is good for attacking a planet, not killing all the pops there when you're trying to conquer. Yeah. And reducing your army losses with disengagement. It's a ground combat and invasion focused trait, though. None of those are amazing. Champion of the people obviously is a counselor trait.
Yeah, won't affect the actual fleet.
Yeah.
And then I've got 2 carefree scientists and a archaeologist.
Carefree isn't bad for running projects, whatever. Yeah. Although personally, I mean, I'll pick it sometimes as a trait, but I prefer to get someone who's got something like meticulous right off the bat. Shit, I have terrible choices because the only people aren't authoritarians. If I need to, because I do want to diversify my council. Are materialists and their commanders. Early on, you'll want to recruit a lot of scientists, obviously, for science ships, and sometimes officials for getting better governor choices.
Yeah. My current official is level 2, but otherwise doesn't have anything that's directly affecting the planet. They have logistic understanding and resilient.
Are they on the council?
They are on the council, yes.
Alright, hold on. I need to mess with the air conditioner for a sec. Just be right back.
Okay.
Sorry, the AC wasn't running at all, and then after I cycled the power, it wouldn't stop running. It's annoying like that. Hopefully I didn't turn the temperature too much higher and I won't start sweating like crazy again. Probably will, but... who's currently... You're saying that level 2 official is not on your council?
No. The level 2 official is the Minister of State.
Oh.
And they're governing my capital. Should I swap them out for that level 1 who is an architect?
Swap that on for the Minister of State or for the governor position? Those are
as a governor. Should I swap out the governor?
Yeah, the level 2 will give slightly bigger boost to to production of resources, and since they provide more free amenities, but it's only like a 1% or 2% buff per level. Yeah, for Planet Governor, 2% buff per level to resources, and minus 2% empire size for pops per level. I need the minis, but you don't. And actually, is that per level? I think that is fixed. Yeah, it's fixed. Yeah, I might swap them out. That'll also let the level 1 official level up quicker. What are they doing? Did you just hire them without giving them a job? The level 1 official?
Nope, I haven't hired anybody yet.
Oh.
I'm just thinking about hiring that architect.
Yeah, I'd probably hire them so that you can build up your capital faster. Maybe later, at some point, depending on what they get, when they level up, then you might also consider either firing them if they roll a terrible trait, or putting them on like.
Fire the other. No, I'd want them to stay Minister of State, right?
For now, probably. See what they roll when they level up to level 3. If they roll poorly, it can be worth firing them, especially at low levels, to get, new leaders to free up the capacity in the uni upkeep. Yeah, I would swap them, and as governor, the guy will gain XP every month, whereas the Minister of State will still gain XP as the minister, though more slowly, because he won't also be a planet governor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that probably. Obviously like level 1 to level 2 and 2 to 3, those are some of the cheapest levels in terms of XP. So it gives you a chance to see what you roll, because you can roll really terribly sometimes. Like, I don't know, mining rush for someone who's not going to be on the council. There's all sorts of like.
Yeah.
Or you might just get a really great leader who pops up for your choices. Like if I got one of my sub templates that was better leaders once I produced some of them. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. My brain doesn't work great. I have an alt template that's aqua farmers, and for some reason the stupid game is putting them as miners. They have harvesters, so they have job efficiency. This game will put pops in everything except the jobs they're actually good at. It's like it's trying to mess with you, right?
What was that?
I said this game will assign pops at every job except the jobs they're actually good at. Like I've been training pops with harvester, building pops with harvesters, who are waterproof as well, so they would obviously make better farmers, and instead it's putting them in the mines. Like, what the hell? What?
Of course.
And I built roboticists, but it refuses to put them in the robot factories. It will do anything but actually make the pops do what they're good at, which is obnoxious shit. And then we have the auto modding traits, so you don't need to. It's annoying, and it's incredibly annoying. Hold on. If it's gonna insist on putting waterproof pops in the mines, I'm gonna. My brain doesn't work very well with the long COVID, so I miss stuff. But I should create a waterproof miner template. So give me a sec.